Going live in 3, 2, 1. What's good, chat? What's good? Alright, so today's stream we're going to do some reactions again. I believe I did last week on Monday too. Yeah, I think so. Let me see, hold on. Let me see. Reactions 39. That was it was too long ago. I think I have an earlier one. Oh yeah, 50. It's reaction time. And that was 17th of April. Thursday. Okay. Never mind. I'm lying. Oh well. Oh well. So, I should probably tweet out I'm live. I forgot that yesterday, because of course I did. I always forget. How do I like make sure I don't forget to do that, man? I never just completely forget every single time. All right. Cool. Post. Boom. We're live. There you go. Okay. Tweet has been sent. We're golden. Cool. All right. So, okay. I'm let's see where we starting. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Okay, so gonna count down from 3 to 1. Just hit record, do a quick little intro, and then go to the reaction. All right. That's how I've done it for, well, since I've started, to be honest. So, just so you know. Cool. Alrighty then. Recording in 3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to Wuthering Waves. Today we're reacting to the new Contarella. Not Contarella. Damn it, how do I? Contarella. I keep mispronouncing that name for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, this might be probably the last time I ever have to say her name anyways, so whatever. Anyway, I'm late on this, obviously, because I'm always late. I've recently already did her story quest. I thought it was fantastic. I remember when I saw her first, I was like, oh, please don't just be big tits, not have some substance. And boy, does she have substance. Holy, I'm a big fan of this character. Her backstory, her stories, and her whole lore of the whatever family she's from again. Fantastic. But I realized I haven't actually watched her YouTube videos yet. Her Resonator Showcase and Combat Showcase. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I mean, yeah, without further ado, I guess we're hopping into the first one, which is the Resonator Showcase. Alright, here we go. Let's get it. Oh boy, she's drowning. A knife.
Pale, sullen, mute, in desperate need of refinement.
Okay.
As a
Whoa! Who's this? Yo, what? Yo, is this her mom or something? God damn!
You must learn the proper etiquette.
Okay, so this is the palette of all the poisons and stuff, right? there's like these trials that she has to eat poisonous food. What the hell?
At the table, silence is a virtue, as is grace. Whatever is served, you must swallow without flinching. Now, don't tremble.
Alright,
Take your
let the child abuse begin.
Steady the knife and fork. Cut it.
Ooh.
Still lacking composure and grace. I'm afraid we'll have to address that.
Oh!
Even if the poison fills your mouth, even if the taste is as bitter as death, even if you must offer your blood and tears.
Yo, seeing a visual of the whole traumatic, like, history of the facilities. Like, I was already horrified about the practices this family was doing. But seeing it, like, in this manner, holy man. Insane.
To the hidden abyss of the sea. There's nowhere to escape.
They're always so good at, like, environmental storytelling, man. Damn, the Kraken? Oh, here come the jellyfish.
Digest in agony and gracefully seize control.
Damn.
Sample it well. All that awaits you.
I've got this. Follow my lead.
Please enjoy a small gesture from the Thessalias.
Does the head of the Thessalians take us for fools?
What?
To offer even 1/10 is a great concession for the Thessalias. Do remind yourselves, new nobles, of the decorum that should protect you.
It's about time you learn your lesson. The old ways are long behind you now.
Oh, damn. The tea. They already drank the tea.
At the table, grace against you. Whatever
Who did she
is
kill?
you must swallow it with poise. As nobility, this is the most basic of courtesies.
Oh, she shift dimension. You see that?
You dare seek the depths of the abyss, to fathom the heart of the sea. You are but foam on the waves, destined to utterly dissolve.
Damn. Wow. Whoa, this was a really good oh, we're not done yet. Hold on. It's a little at the back. Bro, what? What? Okay.
Delicious.
Okay. Okay, Kuro. Okay, Kuro Games. Was that necessary? Okay. Anything else?
I wonder, just how sweet will you be?
Alright, that was it. Bro, what? That was crazy, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, man, like I already said, this was really good, honestly. the environmental storytelling on like what happens, like how she faces like the poisons and stuff and all that, and the who's like the family head forcing her to do it and all that, you know. Wow, very well conveyed, and how she like overcame it with like the jellyfish, you know, like that gave her strength or something. And the jellyfish obviously are like how you say that? I forgot the name. It's equivalent to like something else. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Anyway, yo, that was fantastic. Let's see the combat showcase. Normally it's just only the gameplay. I already properly played her, so I don't think there will be anything special, but hey, who knows? Let's just see. Oh, there's animations. Okay. Ooh. I like the 3D animation. Oh. Oh, damn.
Whether I am the bane of the wicked or the pure is yours to decide. Surge of deep tides.
I do really like how graceful she is with every move she does, you know? I'm not a huge fan of playing her though. I don't really like the way she plays, but it looks good.
Surrender to it. Sleep in the whispers of silence.
There you go. Okay, that was it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. Oh, spoilers. Spoilers for what's coming next. Oh well. Okay, so that was Contrala, right? That's her name. Contrala. My bad. Contrala. Yeah, if you haven't seen me play her story, just maybe I'll link it in the description of this video if I don't forget. And if not, I literally call it like playing. What was it again? Companion story of the jellyfish hag. So, you know, you can just look it up yourself. But yeah, huge fan of her character. I think she's one of the best, honestly. One of the best companion stories I've ever played on in Wuthering Waves, like rivaling Cheng-Li. And bro, yeah. Even though I don't like her as a character to play, I do really like her backstory, her lore, like everything like that. Very tragic story, very heavy, but it had a good ending, so you know. Not all bad, right? But yeah, big fan of this character. Yeah, definitely. They definitely cooked with her, 100%. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the video. Leave a like, subscribe. That's about it. Take care. Okay, that was Contrala. No, Contrala. Why can't I not say it? It's so weird. So stupid. Okay. You can go, and you can go too. Let's hop into the Zanny videos. Hell yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait. Very excited for this character, so. Okay, let me rename this file to Gonzarella. Ooh, yeah. That's fine. Cool. Okay. Recording in 3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to more Wuthering Waves. Today we're gonna check out all the new videos that they released from Zanny. Okay, arguably one of the most hype characters, in my opinion, that they ever brought out. I'm very excited to summon for her tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna check it out, bro. Gonna check it out. I'm very, very excited. Let's see what they cooked up.
Copy. I'm heading back to the vault. Well, I'll have to make quick work of this then.
Yeah, her transformation, yeah. So badass, bro. Ooh, okay. Nice and wait, that's it? Damn, that was like nothing, okay. But that was crazy though. That's a really good animation. Holy man. Wow. Okay. I mean, we're starting off good. We're definitely starting off good, man. Alright. Next up is the combat showcase. Let's see. Oh, I should probably put it on 100%. Holy, yo. Wow. That was a nice transition. Get clapped.
That all you got?
No wasted movements at all. Nope.
Is that all?
Damn. Her gameplay looks so fun, bro. Oh, overtime.
I don't do
Here it is. Yep.
Reduce to dust.
Damn, bro.
That's a wrap.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. Oh, we got something in the back.
Miss Sani, this is urgent. We gotta lead. The art thief will strike tonight.
About time.
No overtime today. Oh, that's something else. We'll get to that today. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So the last one is the Resonator showcase. Let's see what we got. This is also not 100%. My bad. Okay. Oh, it kind of continues where it left off
Miss Sani,
before this.
this is urgent. We gotta lead. The art thief will strike tonight.
About time.
Hey, Chief. We've been hiding in the vents all day. My legs are still asleep. Even livestock have it easy.
Look at that mask, bro.
Show some drive for once. Look at her. Still on duty at this hour.
Oh,
I can't take it anymore. I haven't slept
she fell
properly
asleep.
for days. Even the doctor told me to rest.
Stop whining and get to work. The boss will be here any minute.
Psych. She don't know sleep, bro. Is that easy, really? Oh.
This is no place for visitors.
well. Go on.
Why me again?
Oh, you expect me to do the grunt work?
Better come at me together. Easy.
Nice.
Poor posture.
Completely obliterated, bro.
Classic symbols of Rome. Work piled on you. Then you battles for your boss. Has overtime dulled your senses?
Oh, smoke screen. Damn! They got it!
Destruction circumstances. All targets will be neutralized in 30
Oh, they're cooked. Oh, they're cooked, bro.
I don't need this now.
Here we go.
Hey, don't damage the evidence.
What? Huh?
Don't touch the witness either.
What the hell? Why is she fighting the security, bro?
For you to show now.
Nah, bruh. Psych! Oh, wait. He got it.
The cat's finally out of the bag.
I was just waiting for that.
Red-handed.
Oh, here comes the Reinhardt shield. Or not. Damn, bro. God damn. Holy. Heads up.
Figures you were behind the door.
Who's that?
This is as far as we go. We'll return everything. Yes.
You'd better tie it tight.
Nice. Wow.
Breaking news.
Oh,
The
we got
Ark
more.
Thief has been brought to justice. All goods have been returned.
Zani, there's been an emergency. Can you get to the office ASAP?
Do you know what time it is?
We can't do it without you.
All right.
Give her some rest, man.
Back to work.
Damn. Alright. That was the rest of the showcase. Man, Zenny is such a cool character, man. She definitely lives up to the hype, in my opinion. Can't wait to pull for her tomorrow. And I will get her. Alright. I won't stop until I get her. I must get her, bro. Oh, man. I'll get her and her weapon, bro. Just watch. Finally, a character I can actually be excited about. Finally, man. Been a minute. But this is the kind of character you get me excited about, man. Like, a badass female character with a sword. With a Super Saiyan transformation. Like, bro. Come on, bro. You can't get more badass than this. Let's be honest. You can get better than this. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about Zanny, okay? Because you already know what I think about her. Leave a like and subscribe. That's about it. Take care. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Also, her name is easy to remember. That's a huge plus. That's a huge plus. Okay. That was all of the things I I have planned. Now I'll just go down the list, I suppose. But before that, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Alright then, here we go. I'm back. What's up, Driller Killer? What's good? Just made something for cosplay. Oh, nice. Kind of cosplay. From like an anime character or like game character. Something else. It's a good croissant. Damn. Okay then. Next video. Cool. All right. Recording in 3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to some more VTuber drama, obviously. Because they can never just stay out of controversies. Yeah, cool. It's called VTubers Career Implodes after sabotaging friends and blaming it on her manager. So, cool. You got a woman who doesn't hold herself accountable to anything. That's great. Very great. Okay, cool. Let's hop in, see what's up.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So today we're going to be talking about some big VTuber-related drama involving one of the
Sindler.
largest indie VTubers on the scene, and that is, of course, Cinder, who is now
losing
Cinder. A lot of her own fans, as well as some of her connections to peers, over a barrage of Google Docs that were released yesterday that show many negative things about her from behind the scenes, making a very clear picture.
You know shit is going wild when Google Docs are getting released. You know shit is going crazy, dude.
That she is someone who is very manipulative, she's paranoid, very deceitful, and even targets these things not just to anyone, but to some people within the VTubing scene who considered her a friend. She was doing all of this, actively sabotaging some of her own friends in private, trying to hurt their career, all to line her own pocket, to make sure she's the one still on top and that these other people are no longer a threat to her. So
yeah, we haven't heard anything like this before in the VTuber drama, right? Never heard anything like this. No. This never happens. It's so unique.
We're going to be talking about several Google Docs here. We're going to kind of weave our way through them to get more context as we go. And I promise you it's definitely worth kind of trudging through this video to get more and more context, because as you get more context, the more unhinged all of this gets. And of course, for brevity's sake, I'm not going to read through every single document. You can do that on your own. They're very easy to find on Twitter right now, but I'm just going to quickly summarize the key points and give you some good context to work with here. So let's begin with this individual right here. This was the first Google Doc released onto Twitter by the user Nanolus. And this Google Doc, or at least the tweet sharing it, has 8
million. There's no way, dude. 8 million views. Wow. That's crazy, dude.
Million views. To give you an idea.
Bro, who has she beef with? Who are the friends? Because I've never heard of Cinder before. How many followers did she have? 300k. Yeah, there's no way, dude. There's no way. She has to like have some friends that are very popular that she messed up or something.
Of how big of a deal this is, okay? So who's this individual? Well, they're an artist who works primarily with VTubers, working with some of the biggest people in the industry, including some very large agency VTubers like Ironmouse.
Oh! Look at that! It's her! Uh-oh.
And also some of the biggest indie VTubers like Cinder, as well as Silvervale, who will also be a part of this story today.
Ah, there you have it. There you have it. Cindervale. Or, Silvervale. Yeah. There you have it. Okay. It starts making more sense now. The 8 million? Yeah, I get it now.
So let's begin with the intro of her Google Doc. So she says this: I wanted to share my experience with Cinder and Red manipulating me, using me, and dragging me into drama while sabotaging, slandering, and spreading lies about people I thought were her closest friends. Not only do I no longer wish to work with Cinder, but I want to share what I've endured over the years and shed light on what she has been doing behind people's backs to protect artists and friends that may be experiencing something similar. Note, based on working with Redacted, or Red, Cinder's manager, and Cinder over the years, I am sure that they speak for one another, and there is no reason to believe Red was acting without Cinder's consent and knowledge. Whenever I use they or them, it refers to both of them acting as a team. So the first thing to cover here is, who is this redacted or red individual who's being mentioned many times. And it's important to understand who they are because their name will come up over and over again, especially in a lot of the early screenshots we're going to be seeing. So this is the redacted individual, Red, as they're known here. And this is their pinned tweet on social media. And they are Cinder's manager. Now, I picked...
Oh my days, bro. Bro, why... why is he like on his knees, bro? Oh my days. Oh my days.
This pinned tweet to show because I recognize this image. It's from WeebCon 2024, where I was a featured guest. And I mention this because I attended it in person and I got a bird's eye view of everything going on at the convention. And there was a lot of big names at this convention, especially from the VTubing scene. But I don't think anyone was as big as Cinder. She brought in a lot of people to this convention. Her meet and greet line was out the door. Her merch was flying off the shelves. Every event, including the concert she participated in, was filled to the brim with fans. She was a very big deal.
Damn.
Now, I bring that up not to like gas her up or something, but to show that she is doing very well financially. She is at the top of the VTubing scene, at least independently, and she doesn't really have a need for more money and more fame, as it would seem to the normal person, which makes her actions, where she's privately sabotaging her own friends in the...
Yeah, but the perception of the normal individual is completely different than her perception. Because if you're already in like the incline on like success and money, you're gonna start craving more and more and more, right? It's like very difficult to be accepting and like gratified. No, not gratified. To be grateful for what you have. Instead, you want to work to get it higher and more and more and more, right? And there's honestly no limit or any like goal that will accomplish enough, if that makes sense, right?
The industry, even more crazy because it's totally unnecessary with her circumstances. Now, continuing on with this Red individual, you can see this response to what we'll see is Cinder's first and only response to this entire thing, actually ratioing her, okay? This is from Van Peaches. She's someone who's been around the ASMR and VTubing scene for many years. She said this: I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before we met for TwitchCon, you switched up and said, just so you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip, as if I didn't know who he was. It's even ickier to read this tweet knowing he is your significant other and that you're probably going to try and avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the Red side of this duo.
What? Wait. Okay, so she knows about somebody, some dude that was in a room when she was playing Phasmophobia before debut. And then she told her that it is her boyfriend. And now she's mad because... Wait, she's mad because he is her manager? Or... What? Hold on. Before we met on TwitchCon, you switched up and said, just so you know, my manager's coming with me on this trip. I mean, this could be a completely different dude, no? I mean... I guess lying about whether her boyfriend is her manager or not is kind of weird. But what if it's a completely different dude?
Now this is crazy. Once again, for the 1000th time in the VTubing scene, the VTuber manager turns out to also be the secret boyfriend. Many, many, many such cases, but this is very messy because there seems to be an issue of loyalty here. Now, there was another Google Doc that was released by this Rain individual who is part of the ASMR scene, who shared this detailing their experience with Cinder in private, where at the time, seemingly when Cinder was with this Red individual, the manager boyfriend, she was cheating on him with this guy via sexual personal messages and stuff like that. And I'm not going to sit here and read through all this. It's very clear, and the context is abundantly clear that everyone involved in this knew Cinder was in a relationship, and she was venting embarrassing details of their relationship to this guy, and also they were sharing sexual messages and seemingly also like not safe for work photos possibly and stuff like that. Clearly there was that sort of thing going on here, and of course this person's no saint. They're interfering with a relationship and all that, but it just proves there's a very big question of loyalty with Cinder, and we're going to see that pretty much replicated among her friendships throughout this video.
Okay, now, hold on, let's go back to that picture. Let's go back to this picture real quick. Because after hearing all this, right? Show me the full one, come on. Oh, come on, you showed the full one before. Oh, come on! You showed the whole thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so come on. There you go. So, after hearing a little bit of the situation, right? Now this could be like a haha meme, right? But clearly she trumps over him in length, right? And he is some, you know, goofy guy, I guess, right? But I don't know, I think this already establishes like what their dynamic is in their relationship. Clearly there's like either a superiority complex going on here, right? Or just a different power balance between the two. Clearly she is on top in some way or manner in this relationship, if this is the boyfriend and not the other guy that she cheated on. But I think this is the boyfriend. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Anyway.
Possibly and stuff like that. Clearly there was that sort of thing going on here. And of course, this person's no saint. They're interfering with a relationship and all that. But it just proves there's a very big question of loyalty with Cinder. And we're going to see that pretty much replicated among her friendships throughout this video. And this is the response. And I guess she's not even loyal to the manager boyfriend, because her first and only response to this situation currently is this tweet that she made shortly after the first Google Doc was released. And it seems like an attempt to get on top of this, but it's just backfiring. So she said, effective immediately, redacted, will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll make a larger response when I'm able. So, as we saw...
Okay. I mean, for a person who has like only 300k followers, having like this premium blue subscription for Twitter is kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some superiority complex going on, I think, in this person's mind. I wouldn't be surprised if she has like some tendencies from that.
Van Peaches would correct Cinder in the replies and ratio her, saying, by the way, this was your boyfriend the whole time, and I predicted you would do this. But also keep in mind, with these sort of teaser apologies where they're like hinting at what they're going to discuss in the apology that's going to come out whenever, it's about what you mention and what you don't mention. And the only thing she really mentions here is redacted, basically kicking the VTuber manager boyfriend to the side and saying, oh, I'm sorry about everything he did. And that's really all she covers. She doesn't cover anything she said herself or any of the really crazy stuff we're going to be seeing in these Google Docs. But yeah, not a very good start. But
he caught me cheating, so now I'm going to get rid of him. That's probably what happened.
Let's return to the Google Doc, the initial one from Nanolis, saying this, slandering other creators. I will start with screenshots showing them speaking ill of other creators and spreading rumors while manipulating me that it's all in our best interest. In addition to spreading ill rumors, they also complain and accuse Bao of giving their editor too much work, and referring there to, I guess, either a joint effort between those parties or Cinder's, not really sure, but anyways, it says resulting in the editor not having any time for new clients, which will be important later on. The screenshots below show them showing their affection and appreciation, immediately followed by spreading rumors and lies to make other clients appear problematic to manipulate any future decisions regarding commissions. Now, they share various screenshots proving what they just said, but because we had the name drop here, that is, of course, Bao the Whale. He was another very successful independent VTuber who make her own response to this situation, her own Google Doc, because she was hurt by someone she considered a friend discovering all these messages that are trying to blackball her, at least with some of the artists she wishes to work with in the industry. So she would share some of this in her Google Doc, and you can see at the beginning, she clarifies again, as Nanolis did, that because she was close and worked with Cinder for years and considered her a friend, she can say, based on her experience, that Cinder and Red collaborate to the extent in which Red operates as her primary point of contact in her professional and personal projects, and they believe that basically any effort done by Red is something that was known about and approved by Cinder, which is not surprising given the fact it's the manager boyfriend. Okay, so let's get into some of the things that were said about Bao. So in March of 2024, I announced that one of my subathon goals was a live 2D model. Nanolis was going to be the live 2D illustrator. So if you're not familiar with what that means, basically, she set a sub goal where she would then commission Nanolis to make a new model for her, some sort of enhancement of whatever she already had. And that is a very big endeavor. I believe Nanolis's commissions for a VTuber model are like 10 grand. Like, they're very, very expensive investments. So this is a pretty big thing to do. And also, it seems very clear from the jump here that Bao was very excited about this opportunity to work with Nanolis because her models are very good. Hence why so many people who are at the top of the industry work with her. But she continues on. After she finished both the design and base model sketch, there was suddenly back and forth on whether or not she had the physical and mental capacity to continue my model. I was very sad as I had not only teased a screenshot of the model sketch on Twitter, but I had also grown very attached to the design and showed it to all my friends in a private group chat that Cinder was a part of. I shared how devastated I was, and she did not comment or say anything despite others in the group chat comforting and reassuring me. I now realize that the reason for her silence was because Cinder and Redacted were deliberately sabotaging ongoing commissions and blocking VTubers such as myself from having access to art from Nanolis. So you can see this screenshot that we'll see multiple times.
That's quite the accusation.
Trying to set up an exclusivity deal with Nanolis. So Redacted here saying, what about we pay you X and you don't have to discount it from the next payment, and we'll continue giving you lots of model work, I think like around 4 years right now, but you don't work with Bao, a censor name, at all again. Models or art. I don't think you've ever done anything with Bao before. Also, we have some other work, yada, yada, yada.
What the fuck? Bro, and the fact that he put like a silly little fucking SpongeBob emoji at the end as well? What the fuck?
So what they're trying to say is, if you agree to this, we'll pay you a certain amount to just work exclusively with us and not with anyone else in the industry, which is already kind of a potentially scummy move, right? You're trying to like gatekeep this artist, but someone having an exclusive artist isn't exactly a crazy thing, but in this case it is, because one of the...
Yeah, because this is different. Like, having exclusive artists, like, sure, right? Like, I want you on a retainer or something, right? So, whenever I want something, my shit goes above anyone else, right? That makes sense. I think that's a pretty normal industry standard. You know, you pay somebody for, like, select amount of time, or, like, whatever, right? And you make an agreement like, yo, hey, you're free to do whatever you want, but if I have something, I want you to put that on top of your list, right? That makes sense. But saying that you cannot work with someone, that's wild, bro. Like, That's insane.
The targets, Bao was their friend. They're basically chopping off contact with an artist that Bao already works with through this exclusivity agreements. And that is something pretty messed up, if you ask me. Trying to literally sabotage their own career and some of their activities so they can basically keep reins on this artist because they don't want this artist to enhance the careers of the people around them. But they get even crazier down here. They say, we could do it when blank asks for art, you tell her no, and then tell us to buy another art piece. Like, so you get another job from it. Which we'll find out, spoiler alert, this is Silvervale, by the way. They're so hung up on this exclusivity thing, they'll literally just make up things to commission just to make sure these other parties are not getting anything from this.
Bro, what is this reply from Nanolist, though?
It's a pretty...
It do be fair, but okay, can I ask for a Demon Cinder figure? What do you mean that do be fair? Not a single person should have the authority to tell you you can't work with someone when you're a freelancer. That's crazy, dude. And Nano's just going along with it?
Crazy endeavor that they're going for with this stuff. But let's talk about the other things that were said about Bao. There's a bunch of screenshots. Again, I'm just going to sum them up for the sake of brevity here, where they try to pepper Nanolist with a very negative image of Bao. And then they present the exclusivity event or agreement. They want to make it seem like Bao is this unreliable, bad person who's going to ultimately be a disappointment for Nanolist. So you might as well sign this exclusivity agreement with us. That's what they were going for. They were saying stuff about how she's been trying to take away some of their editors that they're convinced.
She's actively trying to get rid of her competition, bro. That's the goal here. She's climbing corpses right now.
That she tried to convince these editors to no longer work with Redacted and Cinder, and that she's trying to bark up the tree of one of their live 2D animators, and that it's so annoying and that she has all these issues. It's really just lined out here. She's been getting on their nerves for a while. She hijacked their YouTube editor, constantly picking up artists that they work with, barking up the tree of the live 2D animators. And also, as pointed out right down here, she has a way of guilt-tripping people to get her way, which is an incredibly ironic thing for Redacted to be saying in this context. But as you can see, it just continues on and on with more things, trying to basically push down these other creators and form this exclusivity agreement that will ultimately work to the benefit of Cinder and to the detriment of the other potential clients. But of course, we had that whole thing where they had to cancel their endeavor with Bao. They had this model in the works and they had to come out of nowhere and basically say, yeah, I gotta cancel this because, well, I have these issues going on and I don't have time for it, the capacity for it. And again, it serves towards this exclusivity agreement, which again, let's shift gears back to the original Google Doc. I know it's like all over the place, but that's how we're working through this stuff. There is a section about exclusivity and blacklisting other creators. And you can see in the messages below, they mention wanting an exclusivity contract, but they didn't want to pay for exclusivity, but rather when a creator from their blacklist comes asking for a commission, they would guarantee me model work for Cinder only. And if anyone asked for my commissions, they commissioned me instead to compensate for not working with other creators. This felt very strange, given that one of the accusations they made was overworking their editor, yet their solution to me working with other creators was for them to essentially overwork me to keep me from working on other projects.
Bro, listen, man, if any amount of money will make you agree to a deal like this, like forget Redacted, right? Bro is a piece of shit, 100%. Like cutthroat. Like, bro, it's like garbage, right? But Nano is not a saint here, bro. Like, if you can get like a deal like this, right? You get a deal like this, and you agree. Like, she didn't say no yet. Nano has not said anything regarding of rejecting the offer. I haven't seen her accept it either. I don't think I've seen like any like, oh yeah, sure, right? Like, it's been like a more of a pushing away, kind of ignoring it kind of thing. But if she would have taken this offer, you're a piece of shit too, honestly. Like, just being real here, bro. That agreement is fucking terrible. That's crazy, bro.
And again, yes, the irony is pretty palpable here, but again, referring to some of the stuff down here, the pressure that they're trying to line up over this whole exclusivity thing is crazy. You also see one of our concerns is that more nano babies means nano models don't have the same value anymore. So, in case you don't know what the nano babies things means, it basically means
probably just models she makes.
Models she created. That
yeah,
they would be referred to as nano baby.
It's like that My Hero character that creates robots and like all that, right? She calls them babies too. Okay, just a nickname for her models. Okay, understandable.
Right, and they're trying to put pressure on Nanolis, saying if you keep making more models and you keep working with more people and, you know, making a living for yourself, you're going to make these models less valuable for Cinder, and you're going to hurt her bottom line. You can see the angle they're going for right there, but there's also some more redacted sections over here, but Cinder herself would respond to this whole point about the nano babies not having the same value anymore, and she would say this in response to Nanolis saying, "Hey Cinder, hope you're doing okay. I talked with Red, and I believe he talked to you already. I thought it would be best if I just checked here personally. Actually, I wanted to know better your thoughts because Red tried to talk to me, and I think I misunderstood things." They ask, "What's up?" And they say, "Oh, it's mostly this," referring to the diminishing value of these nano babies as they work with more clients. I thought on canceling some models because of it, but then I realized it's not really fair to me. They're starting to realize, wait a second, this isn't very fair. Where Cinder responds by saying, "I understand what he means, but at the end of the day, it's just business." That is the quote that people are taking away from this. We've heard other infamous quotes in the VTubing scene that have backfired or presented themselves as very ironic with context, but the whole thing about it's just business at the end of the day is a perfect summation of what's going on here. It's all just business.
Yeah, because toxic behavior can be just disregarded because you can just say, "Oh well, it's money. It's business." What? This sounds like Amazon CEO shit, man. This sounds like slave trade in China. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's just business. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Genuinely, shut your bitch ass up, bro. With your just business. Nah, fuck out of here, bro. Nah.
To Cinder, and that's okay, right? On its face. It's okay to treat this like a business and to try to maximize your opportunities, but when you're already at the top of the VTubing scene and you're privately going around and sabotaging the careers of your own friends and other peers, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Bro, I don't care if she was on top already. Even if she wasn't on top. That shit is horrible, bro. Nah. It's just non-excusable.
Behavior. Now, let's go back to this right here. You're seeing some more redacted names. Don't work with blank ever again. Down here, again, you don't work with these people ever again. And there was also this mention about when someone asked for art, this particular individual. Well, we know who this individual is now. It is Silvervale, another person who is very popular in the VTubing scene and really just content creation in general. And she made her own statement about this because based on context, she figured out a lot of these mentions were about her. But this is an interesting one because she's not friends with Cinder. In fact, a lot of the details we're going to see is a lot of...
I hope nobody's friends with Cinder after this. Like, what the fuck, bro? If that motherfucker asks to, like, yo, don't take submissions from this guy or this girl, and they were one of their friends, bro, that's crazy, dude.
Pressure being put on Silvervale by Cinder to form a business relationship or a forced friendship, really just for financial opportunities, that leaves Silvervale uncomfortable and constantly rejecting Cinder and her ideas regarding those things I just mentioned. But let's begin with the intro from Silvervale, saying her intention is to give herself closure of these events that personally affected her. I debated if I wanted to even say anything after being asked if I wanted my name in the original document censored, as the situation is much bigger than just my personal experience. However, after finding out how wide and extensive the transgressions were, I feel the need to give clarity to my situation and how I was personally affected. I want to note, as others have, that a majority of the messages are from Redacted, Cinder's manager. I find it impossible that he acted solely on his own intentions without Cinder's knowledge or consent, given the extent to which he has represented her publicly and professionally. And she talks about some of these situations involving...
I mean, how professional can you really be if you communicate through fucking Discord, sending fucking emojis and memes to each other? Like, can we just acknowledge that for a little bit? Like, sure, I understand you can use Discord as an opportunity to connect with people, right? To connect with your clients, right? I totally understand that, but putting emojis throughout the messages, like, not even using any sort of like no commas, no periods, no like anything like grammatically enforcing, nothing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Personally, if that's business, if you think that's business, talking like you're a Gen Z baby on fucking Discord, I got no respect for you, honestly. I really don't.
Already talked about, but the big part here is now the reveal that this exclusivity agreement not only targeted Bao and this censored name, but also Silver, and then directly mentions Silvervale down here, saying if Silver ever asks for art, you tell her no, and then we'll buy you another piece of art. Like I said, literally burning their own money just to make sure Silvervale doesn't have an opportunity to work with this artist. Pretty wild stuff. But of course, we look through everything.
That's disgusting, bro.
And it's getting pretty unhinged. So, down here we see Cinder making a claim that we'll see repeated multiple times. So when Nanolis starts saying that they're sorry for stepping back on this exclusivity deal, that they wanted to apologize personally to Cinder, and that they've talked with Red as well, and they don't want to be dragged into personal issues and drama and stuff like that, and that they don't want to basically abandon Silvervale as a client, and it's destroying their mentality to do that kind of a deal. Cinder says, I get it, Nano, and it was unfair to push this on you, but it's just really confusing going back and forth about it. I just get compared to her a lot, even still today, and it's like I'm having...
It's not a superiority complex, it's an inferiority complex, bro. She feels like she's in the shadow of Silvervale. At least one of them, you know? Silvervale, Bao, and whoever the other one is. That's why she wants to take out the competition. Those are the people that she sees a threat. So she's like slowly but surely making sure that they can not get new models and like improve and do other stuff. God damn, bro, this shit is backhanded as shit.
I'm always living in someone's shadows, which is one reason why Red asked you about not making any more models for her.
Well, get over it, bitch. How about that? Grow some fucking balls. Grow a fucking spine. Do your own thing. Alright? Don't try to cancel or like destroy other people's career just because you're failing in your own. That's the most pathetic shit I've ever heard. Cinder, bro, you're nah. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking piece of shit, bro. And your fucking manager boyfriend, he's a piece of shit too, alright? Both of you. You deserve each other. Honestly.
So you can see that this comparison to Silvervale is just living rent-free in her mind, and also just speaking casually here, like I don't really get the
says a lot, by the way. I don't really know VTubers that much, right? I knew who Silvervale was. Yeah, I know Silvervale. I've seen her around. Never seen Cinder though. Never ever seen anything Cinder. Never seen her, never heard of her. And now she got some controversy, and then it comes to my radar, and oh, guess what? I understand why I never seen or heard about her. Because she's fucking trash. She's a fucking trash person. That's why she's stuck on only 300 fucking K followers on Twitter. What's her YouTube like? Hey, you know what? Let's see her YouTube real quick. Cinder, huh? Cinder. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up, bro. What, you got no... Not got no YouTube, bro? What, you got no YouTube, bro? Bro, you got no YouTube? This bitch all acting high and mighty without a fucking YouTube, bro? She thinks she's gonna make it on fucking Twitch? She's more arrogant than I thought. Cinder. Probably like, Twitch then, right? Like she's Twitch exclusive? I guess she wants the exclusivity deal with Twitter too, huh? Or, with Twitch. Alright, let's see. 3 days ago, she was live. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. On God. Okay. Let's see. About... Oh, she do got YouTube. Okay. Then why didn't I find it? Oh, I did Cinder with a C, didn't I? Alright. Okay, let's see. 300k subscribers. Alright, not bad. Right? That's fine. Alright. She, Oh, she did a Neurosama stream. Okay. Okay, yeah, she's your typical VTuber, right? Typical. I think I've seen this artist many times before for people that make thumbnails and stuff. Especially VTubers use a lot of this artist. Yeah, okay. That's cool. The hottest wolf VTuber. Let's see a picture. You know, let's see how she fully looks.
I've got a really important question for you, Neuro.
What's your question?
God, this is brain rot to the max. Holy fuck.
American firefighters.
Do you think lumberjacks are better people than?
Oh, come on, I just want a full picture. Can I get that? There you go. Okay. Okay. I mean, her model looks good, right? Looks pretty good. What about her voice?
Have a 10% chance of survival. I don't want to take that away from them.
So you would pull the lever to run over one healthy person?
Pull the lever. The poll said not to.
Did you purposely go against what the poll said?
Maybe.
Okay, I mean, she don't got an annoying voice. Not most of the time, like, these videos are the annoying voice. Okay. I've kind of grasped what kind of person this is right now. Not fully, but okay. I see what kind of content she makes and stuff. Okay, cool. Continue.
connection that much. And also, I would say Cinder really shouldn't be so threatened by everyone around her. Like I said, she's up at the top. I don't know why she's so hostile to everyone that's even close to her.
Inferiority complex. Let me show you what it means. Some people don't know. Inferiority, I don't know how to spell that. Complex, there you go. Alright, so, here we go. Constant feeling of inadequacy or insecurity in your daily life due to a belief that you are physically or mentally inferior to others. Now, inequality, that's, or inadequately, that's another word that people might not know. It's a state of quality of being inadequate. Lack of the quality or quantity. Quantity or quality. I reversed it around, my bad. Required. So, basically, she feels like she's worse than other people. That's pretty much it. And it's like an irrational thing. You can't really rationalize why she feels like this. This is just something that she feels. You can't rationalize this thing.
But, of course, this mention of someone kind of ripping off their brand, reminding people too much of themselves or being compared to, is something we've seen before with Nyantails here, okay?
Well, of course you're gonna get compared to VTubers. Because you're all VTubers. You're all the same. You do the same shit, you do the same games, you play the same you watch the same videos. Like, you do the same everything, bruh. Like, what do you do differently to, like, stand out? What do you do differently? You do collabs with VTubers. Every single VTuber does that. You do, I don't know, you play some games. Every fucking VTuber does that. What else did she do? I forgot her page. No, not the Twitch. I want the YouTube. I'm just gonna wait. Yep, don't do that. Thank you. So here. Collab with VTuber. Collab with VTuber. A song, okay. Another song. Oh, this is a sellout moment, okay. Another collab with VTubers, yeah, great. With Bo! Wait, what?
Alright.
That's Bao, right? Oh my days. That's actually her. Holy shit, this bitch, bro. Holy shit, this bitch, bro. I know the other ones. But what the hell? Alright, anyway. That's crazy. Okay, VTuber. I turned VTubers into Pokemon trainers? How did you do that?
Today, I'm gonna be turning my VTuber friends into their very own Pokemon champ
And how do you do that?
and soft baby. Honestly, that's the vibe of this outfit. A little too obvious. I feel like Vienna is the one obvious. Like,
Oh, it's just no wait.
a moth. Clefable is usually a support Pokemon and has a moon theme. It's so pretty. Yeah, I can. Oh, and yeah, I think Ari. Yeah, Scream Tail.
Huh? How does she do it? She's not drawing it, that's for sure. Oh, there's a website. Ah. Here we go. Okay, yeah. Alright. But yeah, like, what does she do? Oh, she plays Marvel Rivals. Wow, what? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Whatever this is. Oh, Mario Party. Oh, yeah, very original. Very original. Like, she doesn't do anything unique, right? And whenever you don't do anything unique, you just do and follow whatever everyone else does, you're gonna be compared to other people. You're gonna get compared to, well, for example, Silverville, which also you just indirectly made more popular because now, because people hate you, they're gonna look up where the fuck. Is this not how you spell her name? Is it with an F? Oh my day, what the fuck is that? It's with an F maybe? Silvervale? Nah, that makes no sense, bro. Silvervale VTuber? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Val. It's not Vale, it's Val. Like Val from Steam. Okay. I mean, look at this. Like, genuinely, like, look at this, bro. Genuinely look at this. Okay? We're gonna put this side by side. Alright? We're gonna put this side by side real quick. Okay? This is gonna be a long video, by the way. Buckle up. Here we go. Now, tell me, what do you see that is unique between the two? But outside of the character model, right? What is it? So, what is this? My drug empire exploded. She played a game. Okay? She played a game. We played a game. And you need to desktop pad. Okay, that's another, like, pretty much game, right? Probably like from Steam or something like that. Then here, collab with VTuber. Game. Song. Sellout. Collab with VTuber and game. Like, you see what I mean? Like, there's no wonder you get like, look at, you're even bro, listen, you literally get, there's no way, dude. There's no way. Can I not look at this? Can I not open this? What's up with that? Okay, whatever. Look at this. You're even looking it's the same. Bro, listen. The eyes are same. The mouth, pretty much the same mouth. The same angle of the face. No wonder you get fucking... Bruh, nah. Listen, man. No wonder you get actually, like, compared to her, bruh. Like, your model is pretty much the same thing. Change the colors around, it's the same thing. Like... You got ears? Do you have ears? I don't know. I've not seen. I don't think she has ears. Oh, yeah, she has ears. Yep, has ears. Same as Silvervale. Also ears. Like, bro, listen, man. It's wild, bro. It's honestly wild. Oh, this is her new model? Okay. She got a new model. Cool. Probably got that from Zenless or Nanoless. Like, bro, what? I completely understand that you have an inferiority complex because you're trying to be Silvervale. You're literally trying to be Silvervale, and that's fine, right? You can imitate people, right? You can imitate people. You can like try to make the same content that's similar, right? That's fine, and then you make your own spin of it, right? That's totally good. That's what everyone does. Everyone takes a little bit of like something from this person, that person, this person, and it just combines it and like creates their own like clay sculpture, and that's their YouTube channel personality or like their YouTube structure of the channel, right? And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Shut up. That's nothing wrong with that at all. But when you're going out of your way to actually try and be Silvervale and then complain and moan and fucking be a bitch that you get compared to the person that you're actually trying to fucking intimidate. Bro, this is some like so psychopathic shit, bro. This like whenever like a psychopath has like a target, they trying to like intimidate them or imitate them, not intimidate, imitate them and like replace them. Like, there's something like there's generally something wrong with this person. Like this person, what's her face? I forgot her name already. Cinder? Was that? Yeah, Cinder. Like, this Cinder creature, bro, like, she is fucked up in some way, bro. Like, there's definitely something significantly wrong with her. It's actually crazy. Anyway, let's continue. What else? Bad people to do.
A couple years back, they were dogpiled by their community, by Cinder's community, because she decided to make a Cuddles with a Lonely Hellhound ASMR audio.
Okay.
Okay. So in case it wasn't clear already, Cinder has a Hellhound themed VTuber.
Yeah.
People in her community seeing that someone had the audacity to try to claim any sort of ownership of a Hellhound concept, even making an ASMR roleplay audio using the concept of a Hellhound. They thought that was ripping off Cinder. And
what?
People in the community were saying stuff like, you're cringe, she was getting dogpiled, had to remove a lot of this stuff because of the overwhelming dogpiling. And you can see on tweets like this, liked by Cinder.
Oh.
And also...
and redacted! Yo, this Bonnie and Clyde shit, bruh. Holy shit.
Redacted as well.
Also, the hypocrisy. She literally intimidates. No, not intimidate. Jesus, I can speak, bro. Intimidates. No, not intimidate. Imitates. Jesus, thank you. She literally imitates Silvervale. And the moment something does something like remotely similar, she hating on her ass. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. She knows she's a hypocrite too, by the way, because she knows that's what she's doing. And she hates when it happens. Like, bro, listen. I don't know Silvervale whatsoever, right? I don't know nothing about her. I only know that she exists. I know how her model looks. I've seen some shorts from her once or twice, right? So, let me tell you, right? The impression that I got from Silvervale, right? I think if this happened to this ASMR thing, right? If it happened to Silverville, right? Kind of similar kind of aspect. I don't know what kind of creature Silverville is trying to portray. But let's say like some fairy, I don't know, magical hound or whatever it is, right? I think if Silverville saw that, she would shout out the ASMR video saying, "Yo, look at this. This is like me, right? So cool that people take my personality and my model as like I don't know, a reference." Right? But Cinder is not a character, is not a person, I mean, that does that. The complete opposite. She sees something that is imitation, and she thinks, oh, that's stealing. Like, what? That's actually insane.
Not too surprising. But this pettiness and this crazy notion that she owns the concept of a hellhound and is supporting people dogpiling on this other creator because she dared to use the concept for an ASMR roleplay is wild. The unbelievable pettiness is crazy, and also just reminiscent.
Oh, she's also gonna sue One Piece too. She's gonna the fuck? Oh, Cerebus, my bad. It's called Cerebus. She's gonna sue One Piece for using Hellhound? Is that next? Is she gonna sue Toei for making Hellhounds and like Cerberus and all that before she even existed? Is that gonna happen too, or is that why she draws the line? Like, oh, I can't sue them because, well, they would totally not. I could totally not sue them because that would be ridiculous because I will never win. But slowly, or like trying to backstab and backhand people and like preying on people's downfalls. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally okay. God, this is a horrible woman, bro. God damn.
Let's go back to the art.
Like there's not even redeemable qualities in this woman, bro. There's like nothing. Like, she stabs her friends in the back. She tries to eliminate the competition in the most horrendous way I ever fucking heard of, outside of like physically harming people, right? She is scapegoating on the fact that her boyfriend manager was in the wrong here. So her actions and all that was not what she intended, and that's why she passed. She got away with, or like no, she didn't get away. She casted him aside. She cheated on him. Yeah, she cheated on him. She makes the same content every single VTuber makes and still feels inferior for some odd reason, even though she is well on the top of like popular VTubers. Like, there's no redeemable qualities in this woman, bro. She's just a bitter bitch, bro. Holy.
Or the Google Doc from Silvervale. And this is the most brutal section. If you hung in there for the, oh my god, 25 minutes we've been talking.
Wait, it goes further than that?
This, to me, is the most brutal, hard watch of this entire
thing. My
days.
days.
It's just embarrassing. And again, the greediness is off the charts. So, it's titled Cinder and I. Discovering that all of this was going on behind the scenes has been gut-wrenching. I didn't know Cinder. We weren't friends. And we have barely talked.
Yeah, that makes sense because she is slowly but surely trying to become Silvervale. That was her intentions. She makes the same content. She has the same model. She got the same model artist. Her fucking profile picture is like pretty much 1-to-1. Like, it is actually insane. She's trying to become the doppelganger of Silvervale. Like, and that's why she gets so offended when she gets compared to her, because shit, people just realize what I'm trying to do.
Even writing this, I did not understand what I could have possibly done to warrant the level of malice and cruelty shown. In our private interactions, I was cordial.
Jealousy, bitterness, jealousy. She's jealous of her success, jealous of her status, jealous of everything she stands for. That's right. That's why she's trying to become you. She wants to become you. That's why she's so bitter. That's why she's so jealous. That's why she's so against giving you opportunities. That's why she's so against giving Silvervale opportunities. That's why she wants the Zenless guy, not Zenless, Nanoless guy, to not make any models for her or anyone else. Like, she is horrible, bruh. She is a fucking leech. She is literally a fucking toxic piece of shit. She is literally the whenever you step in piss, no, not in piss, in shit, and your whole shoe is just all up in there, right? All in the ridges of your bottom of the shoe. That's her. She clings onto all these VTubers, all this like VTuber culture, and she pretends to be friendly and shit, try to make content to make her bigger, because she's clearly using all these other all the other VTubers that are bigger than her to get more views and more subscribers, which, if there's no malice in that is completely fine. All right, having collabs, I don't say that's bad at all. I think that's great, right? Having fun with each other, meanwhile sharing fan bases, have like a connection between the two. Like, that's great, right? That's community. That's building a community. But she is doing it purposely for just to hate, bro. It's crazy, dude. It's actually crazy.
As possible. But I just wasn't interested in associating with her professionally or being her friend. From the few uncomfortable interactions I did have with her, I had gotten the vibe that her primary goal was to climb the social and content ladder and grow her brand.
Yeah.
She goes on to say, like, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I just don't want to be associated with someone like that at all. Just trying to pretend to be a friend for the purposes of growing their brand. So then we get this screenshot saying the only time I had actually talked to her directly was during my meet and greet at TwitchCon 2023. I just finished my meet and greet, and as I was wrapping up, she walked directly to the screen to meet me and had someone else take a picture of us together. I was not informed of this picture or asked permission for it, and only knew about it once I saw it on Twitter later on. And you can see Cinder cosplaying her own character, talking to Silvervale.
God, what the fucking narcissist, bro. Cosplaying as your own character? Jesus.
On the meet and greet, the virtual meet and greet, and
she got pretty girl syndrome, bro. Nobody has ever said no to her, because she always was pretty back in high school. She never had to encounter any adversities in her life, because everything just got done for her whenever she asked. She always got like this princess treatment through her whole life. People just putting people going on their knees and hands just to accommodate this person, bro. Wow, this is wild, man.
Stop by to say hi after my meets. Wolf girls, like trying to imply like they're united and they're in this together, even though this was the first
Yeah, this is a psychotic fucking connection, bro. Like, she's looking at this character, right? She's meeting this Silverfield person. This is wild, bro. Knowing what I know now about this girl, bruh. Holy
conversation they ever had. It's like a very lame attempt to present this fake friendship or a fake mutual respect here, and to somehow maybe try to gain some of her community as a result. Very strange stuff. And you can see later on there'd be more discussions. I believe this is Silvervale's manager saying, also, Cinder really loved meeting you and wanted to collab, so I told her I'd let you know and I could throw you guys in a group chat if you're interested. And Silvervale would say, hello, I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't prefer collabs. And the manager says, no worries. I hope you're having a good weekend. And so
hold on. She doesn't prefer collabs. No, not bail. Fail. She doesn't prefer collabs. Okay. Let's see. Oh. 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 Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
You like my little hat? I remember to decorate my room too.
Oh.
Can you take me to
Oh, what is this?
of guys giving
What is this? Oh, what? What? Oh, what is this? What? 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 That's odd, bro. 3 weeks ago. I guess she must changed her mind on that, huh? Prefer not to have collabs. Could it possibly be that, I don't know, she was lying? Perhaps? Who knows? But we know that's not accurate. For whatever reason, she lied about that. Or her manager, or whoever the fuck this is.
Silvervale says, aw, thanks. Still busy with a lot of IRL stuff. Sorry for not being interested in collabs. I just like to do my own thing. But I'm always open to messages, yada, yada, yada. So then after...
It was in 2023. Hey man, I'm just getting like all the sites, okay? So 2023, huh? We gotta go back 2 years for this one. Okay, let's 2 years. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Do we have a collab? Any collabs at this point? You know, I just want to be fair. I want to like be able to like, oh, okay, that's her mom. Okay, that makes it different. I think that's different. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, our moms. That's two. R means both. Doesn't, but you know what I mean. Who is our mom?
This is
Konzetsu.
my brother as his VTuber.
Okay, it's her brother. Okay, still no hypocrisy found. That's good. Very good. I'm just trying to, you know, exonerate her of my accusation right now. Because I was a bit too quick on saying, oh, well, she lied. But she could have just changed her mind. But, like, it's been, like, what? 2 years? You can change your mind after that. And it seems like she is true to her word. There's no collabs. No collab. Oh, she used the black hair. Interesting. All right. So yeah, no collabs. Okay. Wow. I'm impressed. She kept true to her word. And this is 1 year ago. And there's a collab. Yeah, just change her mind after that. Or eventually. Okay. That's fine, right? Changing your mind is not hypocrisy, alright? Keep that in mind. Alright, she didn't lie. I exonerate, or I take back anything I said.
That Cinder would then reach out directly to Silvervale and have this private DM saying, "Hi Silver, sorry for getting back to you late. I've been super sick from TwitchCon, yada yada yada. But yeah, no worries if you don't prefer to stream together. My manager suggested something more like sponsorships, merch, music, or some kind of other project together that maybe Mythic could help with if needed. I'd love to chat more either."
You know she was fucking almost saying, here, look, bro. Something more like sponsorship, merch, music, or some kind of other collaborative project together. I just know she probably typed it out like, oh shit, I can't say that. I can't use the word collaborative because now then I can say that I understand that she doesn't want to collab, but she just literally just described a collab. Like what?
Their way. And Silvervale responds by saying, "No worries, it's been super hectic and busy for everyone. I hope you're feeling better. I'm really flattered by the persistence, but I'm just not interested in transactional relationships with anyone. I hope you can understand."
And that's very valid. I understand that very well because money makes people crazy, dude. Like, if you don't know this person when you're like broke or something like that, and you learn to know this person when you're rich, that's a whole different dynamic, bro. It's a whole different dynamic because they didn't fuck with you when you were broke. But when you had money and when you had success, then like suddenly like, oh, I'm your friend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure you are, bro. Sure you are. Hell no. Huge respect for Silvervale for standing on her business.
So they saw all the context of these interactions between the managers and then...
Also, you just know, like, she was just reading this with like disgust in her face. Like, oh, God. This person again. Ugh. Stop messaging me already. She like she probably just wanted to like message back, stop messaging me and block her or something. But that would like give her bad PR, so I understand that she did it like this.
Through
I wouldn't though. I would just say fuck off.
Said, "You're proposing a transactional relationship. Like every aspect of this, even the interacting here is just part of a transactional relationship, and I don't want that. Basically, go away."
Yeah.
Based? Pretty impressive.
Damn right.
Came up with the phrase Twitter freaks like 2 years ago, but this is up there with that. Pretty base stuff right here. But then we would get more comments from Redacted pretty much on the same subject, talking about how, like at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we can make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She got there on her own merits, just like you did. Get along. And the marketing potential and the money they could make if they teamed up. I love how that's the only part that's in all.
He only cares about money, bro. Hey, if you care so much about money, make an OnlyFans, bro. A lot more profitable than the VTuber business, trust me.
Caps. That is clearly the most important part of this proposed relationship between Cinder and Silvervale. It was all about making money, and when they got told no, they're now coping and seething in these messages, and they even went as far as implying...
The reason why they think the team-up would be so great is because Silvervale and Cinder is obviously trying to become a copy of Silvervale, right? So they would think it's such a good team-up because they're so similar. So they would have the same fan base, right? That's kind of what they were thinking. Which, it makes sense, right? And this is not, but like... essentially like wrong to ask, right? But trying to like be this persistent with it, like eventually just gotta like give up, bro. Like, they're not even done yet. Look, there's another fucking screenshot after this whole fucking paragraph. Like, what the hell, bro? Give up. She said no, respect it.
That some of Silvervale's various projects, like a spinning figure, was just copycatting Cinder. That they were trying to piggyback on her ideas and basically try to replicate it, and that this was feeding into this narrative that
Wait, what?
Cinder.
She's watching and will take from or try to outdo. Wait, I just know anything we do. She's watching and will take from or try to outdo. Oh my god, you know the spinning figure we have on stream? Silver's figure was announced on Wednesday. No spinning figure. Cinder debut Saturday. Everyone hears about it. Figure announced. Spinning figure on screen with eye figure right next to it. Silver stream yesterday. First stream since Cinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure with eye figure next to it. Huh? So what? So you okay, so what's the issue here? She has a command on Twitch that I'm assuming spins the VTuber avatar or something? Is that really where he is? Is that really what he is trying to say here? Like, oh, it's totally copying Cinder here because we had it first. Like, what? Bro, if that was the case, you're completely copying Cinderville because guess what, bitch? She was here first. How about you shut the fuck up then? If you think it's so important to be the first one of everything, shut the fuck up then. You got nothing. Bro, this guy is retarded, bro. Holy shit, bro. I understand why they are a couple because they are bad shit insane, dude.
That they were trying to piggyback on her ideas and basically try to replicate it, and that this was feeding into this narrative that people were allegedly making, that there's some sort of a copycat situation here, that people are associating that
they are, bro, listen, whenever you're like guilty of something, right, you accuse the other person of doing the exact same thing that you did because you know that because you're capable of doing something like that, other people must also be capable of doing something like that. So just because she is copycatting fucking Silverville, that must mean Silverville does the same thing. Like, what? For all you know, it's like some, I don't know, some chatter saying like, oh hey, I saw some VTuber do like this emote or like command on Twitch where you can like spin your VTuber avatar. Might be funny to add it on the stream. And then like, oh yeah, cool, I'll ask the people who like do that, or she knows how to do that herself. I don't know how tech savvy Silverville is, obviously. And you know, and then she implemented it because it was just a fun little feature that sounded cool or fun, like. But now it's like, oh my god, I can't believe the day afterwards, she immediately implemented it. She's fucking copycatting fucking Cinder, bitch. Like, holy, dude. Relax. Relax, bro. Relax. Holy. What a retard, bro.
the two together, and it's driving them crazy. And they want Silvervale to recognize Cinder, and that they feel there's an unspoken competition. Remember, at this point, Silvervale pretty much doesn't even know who Cinder is, and when there was a proposed set of interactions, they pretty much said, go away. I don't want this transactional relationship. I don't know why Silvervale just like completely mind broke these two people, but yeah, the proof is there. And of course, as a result of all of this, it gets pretty unfortunate because then, through this whole exclusivity issue, Silvervale lost out on a model commission.
Man, fuck Nanoless, bro. Fuck Nanoless, okay? Honestly, you're a fucking piece of shit for actually accepting that deal. Honestly, bro. You're just as guilty as those motherfuckers are. That Cinder dude, the Redacted dude, get out of here, bro. Both of them motherfuckers are trash. And Nanoless, you're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. Nothing different, bro. Like, it's actually good. Look what this apology, bro. Like, this is just shitting in somebody's fucking face, bro. I have to cancel model comm. I'm sorry, my manager told me I have to cancel the most comms possible for healthy reasons. Man, shut your bitch ass up, bro. You know damn well you're lying. I've been working too hard and it's getting into me. I really apologize for this inconvenience. Yeah, damn right, bro. As fucking if. I got no fucking sympathy for this motherfucker, bro. Fuck this bitch, Nanoless, bro.
From Nanoless. And that is the whole issue here, because this was something she was looking forward to, and it was taken away from her because Cinder and Redacted didn't want her to have the benefit of...
No. Don't even twist it like that, bro. Cinder and the Redacted, they are the cause, right? But she was the dam. And she opened the dam. And then the shit flooded over. Okay? She could have said no and kept the dam closed. Saying like, yo, I don't want to do this. I think this transsexual opportunity is great, but the requirements of this contract is not something I'm comfortable with. I'm not doing it. She could have said this. She didn't. So therefore, she's a piece of shit too, bro. Nah, I got no sympathy for the Nanoless, bro. I absolutely do not. I don't care how good she is at fucking making models. Alright? No way. Alright? No fucking way.
Of working with Nanoless because they knew it was a good career opportunity for her, or at least something special to her community. This whole thing is a complete...
Oh my day, look at this fucking bullshit, bro. Having some fucking crying emoji. I'm sorry it hurt me a lot too. Oh yeah, sure it did, bro. Sure it did. I just wish I could work on everything I could, but I believe I can still go for your model sometime next year. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Next year. Next year. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
An utter mess. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's still some other important stuff, but I want to keep this somewhat brief, and if we have to do a follow-up, we certainly will. But the reaction to this has been brutal, to say the least. I think the overwhelming majority of people are not happy with Cinder in this situation. And now some of these old thumbnails from their clip channels are not doing great. Cinder ruins her friendships. My friends should have never trusted me. Here's another one. My model artist exposes all my secrets. And then we also see that fans are saying, are you kidding me? I just bought my Cinder body pillow. And then you see on her Discord server, everything is shut down. They've locked everything, and they're trying to spin some damage control here. It's not great. This whole thing is reflected really badly on her. Like I said, you know, it's one thing, you find out someone behind the scenes is not a very nice person, but it takes on a whole nother level when you're privately sabotaging the careers of not just your peers, but also people you claim to be friends with, or people who thought they were friends with you, but in the end, they were just a threat to Cinder's bottom line. But that's going to do it for this video. As always,
what a terrible fucking person, bro. End of the story. Fuck Cinder. Fuck Redacted. And fuck Nanoless. All three of them are pieces of shit. Alright? No redeeming qualities whatsoever. I got no sympathy or empathy for any three of them. They are a piece of shit. They deserve everything that's gonna happen to them soon, okay? Everyone's gonna expose them. Everyone's gonna be, like, dropping them. There's gonna be some retards that are gonna defend it, obviously, right? Some fucking simps that just jerk off to the fucking Cinder model all fucking day. Fucking pathetic losers. But outside of that, bro, she's done. Honestly, she's fucking done, bro. Her turn of fame and all that, it's over. It's 100% over. She'll never have any new collab ever in her life. Okay, no amount of not a single artist will work with her ever again. And not a single VTuber wants to fuck with her either. Just keeping it real, bro. Anyway, I'm glad her career's ruined. She 100% deserves that. And with that being said, let me know what you thought of the video. Leave a like, subscribe. That's about it. Fuck Cinder, bro. I forgot I was live. I thought I was recording, but no, I'm live. My bad. Let me get the little crumbs that are left. Can't waste any of them. Alright, here we go. That was quite the video, man. That really riled me up. I'm not gonna lie, man. That really riled me up. Let me watch something that's funny or something. I don't know. Something that's not really too serious. Anything cool? No. Or should I just fuel more? Just put more fuel on the fire and watch something else that pissed me off? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Alright, cool. Here we go. Recording in 3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome back to something completely different, okay? I have, you know, thrown some strays at Nano, you know? Just some friendly strays, nothing major, right? Nothing I really mean or I don't hate him whatsoever, right? I think he's great. He's a funny content creator. I like his videos. I watch his videos, subscribe and all that, right? But it come to my attention that there was a video about some loser. He has something to say about my boy Nano, bro. Like, I can make fun of him because I know there's no ill will behind my words, right? But this guy was not here to just crack jokes or anything like that. He was serious, dead serious. So it was about this video, and after this we're gonna watch a video that explains more about this person. And apparently he's way like a bad person throughout. So yeah, this kind of an exposed video, but this is what I've seen what he did, which kind of pissed me off, which wanted me to make this video. All right, let's hop into it.
Yo, dude! Oh, no way! Is this real? Budokai Tenkaichi 4? Are you kidding me? What? Dude, I got tweet notifications. I'm like, hang on, hold on. What does that mean?
My camera's blocking him. So should I delete myself for this? I'm gonna delete myself. Hold on. Let's see his reaction.
Tenkaichi 4? Yes, you read.
Bro, your whole his whole rim behind his stuff is still there, bro. Crazy.
That right? Yes, you can see us on your screen. I'm not waiting any longer to react to this. Like the video and subscribe because you guys know we'll be covering it all. Here we go. Oh my gosh, please let it look good. Oh. No way. Why could I not been watching to be like, wait, what are they doing? Bro. Bro. Oh, this is giving me chills right now. I cannot believe this is the old game, isn't it? Dude.
Oh my god, you hear what he said? It's an old game. Yeah, no shit. It's the fucking build up, you retard.
No way.
This was hype as fuck, by the way. Too bad the game turned out to be fucking garbage. But hey, it was a hype moment, that's for sure.
Whoa. What? Oh, dude! What? Get ready for battle! Look how good that looks! Oh! No!
Okay, so that was his reaction to the reveal trailer for Budokai Tenkaichi 4, aka Sparking Zero, right? And yeah, you know, we clone Nano, right? We clone Nano on this reaction. He kind of went a little bit too crazy, right? But that's all in good fun, right? We don't hate Nano. We just, you know, poke a little bit of fun of him. You know, he's just overreacting to everything and all that. You know, his reaction faces and all that. But this meant quite a lot to the majority of us Dragon Ball fans when we saw this, right? But now, here comes Mr. DSP Reacts, who has no fucking idea what any of this meant to people like us, bro.
I might detect a slight amount, just a ever so tiny slight amount of over fucking reaction. Do you understand the difference between when I do react content and when people like that do react content? And I think that's why someone suggested this. First of all, it's a 50-second clip.
He's going to degrade the amount of impact this video had by saying how long it was. It's called a teaser, my boy. You know what a teaser is? Apparently not.
Reacting to, all it shows is Goku powering up, which you've seen 5 zillion fucking times.
Yeah, see, he's just like he's like simplifying it, but the actual thing that happened is they showed the old game trying to hype you up, build up the tension. Then we saw Goku going from base form in brilliant looking fucking 3D models in Unreal Engine, looking fabulous, right? Going to Super Saiyan Blue, which the only game at that moment when that came out was Xenoverse. Xenoverse was the only game with Dragon Ball or Super Saiyan Blue, mind you, outside the gacha games, obviously. So that was insane to see. But he's gonna simplify it, saying like, oh, just Goku powering up. Ha, it's nothing special. Okay, yeah, sure, man.
In every video game, every comic book, excuse me, every manga, every show, every fucking anime, he's done it 5 zillion times, right?
I bet this person has never watched a single episode of any of the Dragon Ball anime, or have read any page of the manga, or played any of the games, bro. I'm positive.
This is not anything new. It didn't even show the game. It was just Goku powering up. You look how good that looks. Oh, it's like, dude, could you do us all a favor? No, I mean this. Can you shut the fuck up? He got 400. Look at this. 435,000 views.
Yeah, you know why he got 400,000 views? Because he's Nanogenics, alright? He got a big fan base. He got, you know, he makes content that a lot of people like. A lot of people like it for his personality and for his opinions and for just, you know, how he is, how he talks, how he behaves. And yeah, this was an over-exaggerated trailer reaction. Abso-fucking-lutely, right? Absolutely, but that's not why he got 435k, dude. That's not the reason. You know what the reason is? It's because Nano did it, okay? If Ramstel did it, he would have gotten the same amount of views. If Afro did it, he's gonna have the same amount of views. If Cyriax did it, it's just he is like one of the staple Dragon Ball community content creators. But he doesn't understand that because he doesn't know this person. He doesn't know nanogenics, right? And on the surface, he is correct. But he's so disrespectful for no reason, right?
For him to scream at Goku powering up. 435,000 idiots watched him. And now I'm one of them. Because I watched it too. Shame on me. I'm part of the problem. Alright, let's get the fuck out.
Alright, that was the video. I don't know what this is. Oh wow, this is an old video. I don't even know when I put this in my playlist. Whatever. So, the next video is about the same retard that we just watched. And it's called The World's Greediest Streamer Got Worse. I magically already knew that this guy was some bitter bitch. But let's see how much of a bitter bitch he actually is.
We got a Nigerian super chat. Let's take a look here. Nigerian super chat is only 27 cents. So I don't even count it. It doesn't even register on the Richter scale for me. So
oh, okay, so his fans give him money and he just disregards it because it's not enough. Okay, good start. Good start.
Oh, now we got a Nigerian gifted membership. Are you kidding me? What is that worth? Like 2 cents? Are you kidding me? A Nigerian membership? Come on. That doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Well, guys, we're back. The man we're talking about today,
That's
the
crazy.
last time I made a video on him, I genuinely, truly believe that would be the last time I ever spoke the man's name, even had to hear about him. And still, even as I'm talking about it right now, I can't believe that that's not the case. I can't believe we're back. If by the thumbnail and the title, you don't know who I'm talking about yet, you poor motherfucker, I'm really sorry to do this to you. Genuinely. Wish I could go back in time and slap the bastard who introduced me to this man, and you're probably going to wish the same on me, so apologies in advance.
I mean, he came on my radar because he dissed one of my homies, bro. Obviously, I don't think he's my homie, okay? It's not the parasocial relationship going on. You know, it's just some dude I know from the internet, the YouTube, that I just like watching, alright? Nothing much more than that, but, you know...
Yeah, we're talking about Darkside Phil again. Now, unfortunately for us, we've talked about Darkside Phil a couple of times on this channel, always for the same thing, and, well, it's the same thing we're talking about today. Now, if you don't know who Darkside Phil is, aka DSP Gaming, really, all you need to know is...
He has 200 watching right now. 200 people are watching this guy from this stream.
that he's a washed-up streamer who used to kind of be successful on YouTube. He was one of the early adopters of the whole Let's Play format, used to actually pull in pretty good views, but as YouTube often goes, trends change, things get more modern, people get left behind. And Phil got left behind. However, as you might understand...
I mean, bro's old as fuck, bro. He's like mid-40s.
And Phil did not really want to leave behind the life that he had created for himself through YouTube, you know, playing video games for money. And instead of, you know, maybe modernizing the content, trying to put out stuff more like what most people are watching these days, Phil took a different path. Instead of changing anything about his content, Mr. DSP Gaming came to the obvious conclusion that he is perfect, his content is perfect, nothing needs to be changed there. What he needs to start doing is berating and verbally assaulting the very, very, very small audience that he has left, constantly begging them for money and then complaining like a child when they don't give him enough of it. And
yeah, that sounds like the best option. Yeah, that sounds like the best business strategy I've ever heard. Wow, I should do that too, man. Like, actually insane. Like, what the fuck? Why haven't you subscribed yet? Hello? Like, drop me a super chat, bro. What the hell? Where's my subscription? The fuck? Like, bro, what the hell? That's crazy, man. Like, the fact that he actually thinks that is acceptable is crazy to me. I would never do that. I would never even try to think of that. Jesus Christ.
And as sad and pathetic as it is, that is genuinely all this 42-year-old man is known for anymore. He's basically just a lol cow these days, has been for a long time actually, with what seems to be like half his audience just watching him to make fun of him, and the other half having some like weird Stockholm Syndrome-esque type relationship with him, because for some reason, even though this guy is like a top 10 most insufferable human on the planet, there's a non-insignificant amount of people out there who give this guy money regularly. However, However, even when people are doing just that,
How?
he begs and begs and begs and begs for it, sometimes for Phil, it's still not enough. And just as was the case twice before in the past, that is exactly why we're here today. Recently, on stream, Darkside Phil pretty mercilessly mocked one of his viewers for donating in Nigerian Naira because Phil deemed the converted amount to not be enough, even though the donation amount was a pretty significant chunk of change when you take into context the local economy. Not that that should really even matter, because when your job is to beg on the internet, you should be kind of grateful for anything anybody decides to give to you. However, if you know Phil, if you've ever seen any of his streams, you would know how laughable asking that of him would be. However, I've been yapping for like 3 minutes. Genuine apology. I'm just going to show you the clips. Please subscribe.
But we got to hit 50 goals, right? Right now we're at 42. We get another goal tonight, we'll be at 43, and then we get closer and closer. I figure the earliest we can do this is Sunday. Like if let's say we hit a goal tonight, 2 tomorrow, 2 Friday, right? Then we'd be so close that maybe we could even do it on Sunday. Because remember, Saturday's my day off. If we get extra goals, we might do it, we might get it going. But we'll see how it goes tonight. Please support the stream tonight if you can. I appreciate everyone who does.
All right, so I thought it'd be fun.
Okay, where comes the incentive on why people should do what you're asking? I fail to understand why people should do that. Because you're grateful for them when you appreciate when they do? My boy, appreciation ain't gonna bring money back, bro. Like you have to like give something in return. Even back in the day when you gave a goat, you had to give something back in equal exchange, bro. Where's the equal exchange here? Why would people send you money at all?
Fun to just include that little starting bit there. Yeah, this guy is a streamer who holds his shitty content hostage behind donations. The guy wants money, yet he won't even do like the bare minimum that a streamer is expected to do to get donations. He genuinely is like, I'm not gonna play video games for you guys until you give me enough money, okay? So, chomp chomp. I find it really funny though how he says that he appreciates anybody who donates. He would eat those words if he had any self-awareness, but, you know.
I thank you in advance for anything. Any contributions appreciated. Super chats, memberships, subs, tips, all great. All right? Let's get our first contribution in right now. Let's get it started. All right?
All right, so we'll jump to the good stuff now, but I just wanted to show this unless you've never seen this guy. Like, I'm really not exaggerating. This is all that his streams are. Yeah, he plays some games occasionally, but literally all he does is beg. Who is watching this guy?
Also, he's using his mic wrong. He's using his mic wrong, bro. No way, dude. Yo, nah. That's why he has such a lack of like bass in his voice.
All right, let's get our first contribution in right now.
Cause it's higher than his mouth. The bass comes from your chest, right? Obviously, I exaggerated at that point, right? But you get the point. But if my mic is over here, I sound a lot higher, right? My voice is a lot higher, and I'm not doing anything different with my voice right now. But if it's here, you hear more of the bass. But this idiot got his mic at the top.
Let's get it started. All right.
All right, so we'll jump to the good stuff now, but is beg. Who is watching this guy? I have no fucking clue. Like, I get it if you're watching him to laugh.
People, no, you saw, like 40 people dropped watching this video, or like watching his stream after that fiasco went down.
Laugh at him, that's one thing. But the people who are actually giving this guy money, I don't know. That's crazy work.
All right, let's get our first contribution in. As small or as big as it can be, let's get one in and then we'll begin with the game. Let's get one thing going to get momentum started. Who's going to be the very first person to hit the leaderboard tonight?
Who is the stupid sheep that crosses the dam that will make the other sheep follow? Who is it? Come on, come forward. Spend your money on me.
You know what they say. When it comes to contributions, strike first and strike hard. There you go. No mercy.
Nobody says that, bro. What is bro waffling about?
No limits, no mercy, and no limits. That's right.
All right, I'm gonna stop making promises because I just have to show you guys the sadness that is this man. Like, look, brother, I get it. Being a YouTuber is a pretty fucking sweet gig. The day I have to go back to working a real job, it's gonna be bad for me, okay? But I mean, like,
damn right.
Come on, man, you're not even trying. Like, obviously, you still have somewhat of a community. People are giving you money for some reason. Just be a normal content creator.
You know what he should do? He should say, yo, if I reach a $1 million donation this day, this evening, I will hang myself on stream. I think people will definitely pay for that.
And you'd probably be better off than doing
context as a joke, okay? Just for legal purposes, that's a joke. I don't wish any death or harm to this person, okay? Just want to clarify that that was a joke. Just a joke, okay?
This.
We got a Nigerian super chat. Let's take a look here.
All right, fun little game for you guys. What do you think he's taking a look at here? A, the name of the person who kindly donated him money. B, the message that the person sent who donated their hard-earned money to this man. Or C, the
amount of money
rate of Nigerian Naira to USD. Take a guess.
So your 400 Nigerian super chat is only 27 cents. So I don't even count it. It doesn't even register on the Richter scale for me. So that's just a waste of time.
All right, so obviously there's a lot wrong with what...
And that doesn't even register on my Richter scale, so that's a waste of time. 400 is only 27 cents. I can't believe he actually won. Bro, he sounds like Squibber, bro. And this guy just gave me 25 cents. What a loser.
This fucking weasel just said. For a person to be inclined to donate to a guy like you, Phil, and say something as nice as let's get some support for the marathon, for you to say it means nothing, it doesn't count for anything, that's fucking insane. Secondly, while 27 cents might not be a lot of money in America, 400 Naira in Nigeria is not an insignificant amount of money. I've been doing some research and the numbers are kind of all over the place.
Hold on, let me check. Okay, so what can I buy from 400 Nigerian? Was it Nigra? Nigerian. Okay. Wait, how do you spell Nigerian? Here we go. Nigerian. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's a small grocery amount. It's like a bar of soap, some detergent, some rice and beans, stuff like that. Just small grocery amount. That's like their livable wage, bro. That's like, I don't know how much of his salary that was. But he just gave that to this piece of shit. He could have bought actually food from that. But no, instead he fed it to this ugly ass.
But I read like a dozen Reddit threads, and it seems like the average monthly salary in Nigeria is like $10 to $20, which if we split it down the middle, say 15, that's about 23,000 Naira, which means if you're taking home about 23,000 Naira a month and you donate 400 to somebody, that's like 2% of your monthly income.
That's a lot.
You just hand it off to some fucking loser. That's pretty significant. I mean, if we extrapolate that to the United States, where I think the average full-time salary is like 62 grand or something, if you donate 2% of your monthly income, that's a donation of over $100. Now, I use the Reddit numbers because all the other sources were all over the place, but even if the average salaries actually double or even triple that, that's still a significant donation. Not that it should matter at all. You should appreciate the support of somebody no matter how much it financially benefits you. But for Phil to be like, oh, that's useless, that's nothing, when that very well could have been that guy's like entire day's pay, what a fucking loser.
No, Nigerian contributions are welcome. They just have to be like $1 or more. I don't shout out anything under $1.
God damn, bro. Holy.
At all. That's a waste of time.
What went wrong in this man's life? Like, genuinely. To call somebody giving you money for sitting on your ass being one of the least entertaining people I have ever personally...
He's not even on his knees begging, bro. Crazy. He's just sitting there like, yeah, you need to pay me, otherwise I'm not doing anything. Like, what? This guy is delusional, man.
Witnessed in my entire life. A waste of time. I don't think I've ever seen a less self-aware human in my entire life. I mean, my brother in Christ, you are 42 years old. You're about halfway there, my friend. About 50% through this campaign, if you're lucky. And this is what you're doing? Spending your days whining on the internet because people aren't giving you enough money for doing nothing? I mean, holy shit, I'm being honest. I can't imagine a sadder existence. I'm sorry. That's not even really meant to be mean. I'm just being objective. I don't think it gets sadder than that.
Oh, that's right. You guys want me to do the pose? Oh, I forgot all about this. People want me to do it. Are you ready? So, all right, how about this? Let's get one contribution of each type. Let's get one super chat, one membership, and one sub right now. Right now.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to understand why people might watch this guy. Like, not the half that gives him money, the other half, because my goodness, does it make you feel good about yourself.
For
you guys
real.
Ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? You know the guy who does like the baby pose and he thinks it's cute and he can't understand that everybody around him is laughing at him, not with him, and they just think he looks stupid? Yeah. Life imitates art.
Nigerian currency is called Nairas. I don't care. They're not worth much. So. Oh, now we got a Nigerian gifted membership. Are you kidding me? What is that worth? Like 2 cents? Are you kidding me? A Nigerian membership? Come on. A Nigerian membership. Wow. That doesn't count. It doesn't count. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't watch any more of this shit. It's...
He got a ring? He's married? Hell nah, bro. That's crazy. Nah, that's... Nah. What? That's insane, bro. He's married. He's one of the most unlikable people I've ever seen. He's married and he's begging for cheap change on stream. Oh my god, there's no way his wife got any sort of respect for this dude, bro. There's no way, dude. No way.
Next level shit here, guys. Every time I watch this guy, every time I make a video on him, I just feel myself like getting angrier with him as a human. I can understand how a person like this exists. Okay, Phil existing as a human doesn't really surprise me. What baffles me though, what really blows my dick off is that there are people out there who genuinely support this guy. They really send him real life dollars. Or Naira. Why? Like, what? Why are you doing this? I am begging you, stop supporting this man. He's 42 years old. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself in a way that is not begging for money from strangers on the internet. I think it would really do him some good. Well, guys, what do you think? What's your explanation? Why do you think anybody gives this guy money? At this
Bots. Yep. That's my explanation. They're all bots. There's no way a real, genuine human being will give a single cent to this idiot. I don't believe it. I really don't. And I've been looking through his chat. Like, bro, his chat is like NPC, like, behavior, man. Like, is Nigeria the new DSP meta? Sword Art Online is one. Fave. Can you ban this dude? He's playing games. Send him in the Shadow Realm with that 2 cents. Like,
money from strangers.
This is
like,
NPC
why?
Central, bro. Crazy, man. It was funny. There was one game you were against a puzzle boss and told that I'm gonna shit here with my arms, folded till somebody tells me how to beat this. Wow. He's just throwing a tantrum, bro. He's just a big child, bro. There are animes that are based on interesting video game premises that involves being transferred to the game world. Kinda scared me. That's sus as hell. Like, this whole chat, like, what are they even talking about? It silly question, but have you ever dug a hole IRL? Like what is going on, bro? This chat is, I don't know, bro. Like, ridiculous. Anyway, that was the video. The world's greediest streamer who foolishly made an enemy of Nanogenics and their fan base. And now I reacted to him, so yeah. Cool. Wait. Oh, wait. I also have a response. Yo. Okay, you know what? I wanted to finish the video, but he got a response. He responded. Oh, yo, listen, man. Oh, I'm all for this. Oh, here we go. The greatest streamer responded to me.
I don't need anyone else to exist. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're gonna like it because I'm successful and you're not. July the cock. I'm successful.
Well, guys.
August the duck, July the cuck. Wow, how creative, bro. How creative.
Today we are once again talking about one of my favorite guys on the internet, and at least today I actually kind of have an excuse as to why I'm going back on my second promise at this point, that my last video on him would, be my last. That's right, people. We are once again talking about
there was a mistake.
Most grateful streamer, Darkside Phil. Now, I really wasn't planning on making this video. I got tagged in some clips on Twitter of DSP responding to me, calling me out, whatever you want to call it, and I was out and about, so I didn't sit down and watch them, and I sort of just forgot about it for a while. But then later that night, I was like, you know what? Let's take a look. Let's see what he has to say. And shit, he sucked me back in, guys. He got me. I'll admit it. So here we are. Now, if you're unaware of the context, about a week ago, I made a video on DSP. If you don't know who DSP is, I would just go watch that video. But I made a video on him.
I just did.
He was mocking a donator for donating an amount that...
This is gonna be a humiliation trial. It's gonna be so embarrassing for him. I'm all for it. Here we go.
That Phil deemed just to not be enough. And I titled that video, "The World's Greediest Streamer Got Worse." And, well, I think Phil saw it because he went on a little rant, or really kind of a big rant on stream, where he mentions somebody named July the Cuck. Don't know who that guy is. Sounds pretty cool, though. And, well, he does what Phil is best known for. He lies to him.
He's projecting. He is a cuck. His wife is fucking other dudes at the side, and he knows it.
Himself, he lies to his audience. He circumnavigates every piece of criticism that's...
I mean, she's certainly not fucking him, let's be honest. No way, dude.
He copes and copes and copes and copes until, honestly, I think he starts to believe himself. And I could just let him do that. Not like I can make him stop. He's always going to do that. But my God, man, the shit he said was just so unbelievably wrong that I've just got to go back one more time, guys. Now, I'm going to do my best to be as cordial and constructive as I possibly can be throughout this video, because Phil seems to have a habit of downplaying literally anything that is ever said about him that has the slightest negative connotation as hate, as people being mean to him, not understanding him.
He tends to do that, yeah. He also did that with the Nano video, so... Not even surprised.
Content farming him. So I'm going to try and be as constructive as I can be. I usually am pretty constructive on this channel, so it's not going to be like a challenge, but it is Phil, so, we'll see. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's take a look at this rant. Please subscribe. Okay, so real quick, I'm not going to show it because it's like 20 minutes, but what seems to have led Phil to talking about me was he poses this thought experiment where he says, okay, I have 3 paths in front of me, for his future as a content creator. He says the first one is where he becomes a corporate shill, he sells out, he takes sponsorships, he has to completely change his content style, he can never be honest again, because I guess...
Honestly, that wouldn't even be worse than what he's doing right now. Honestly, I would rather be a corporate shill than whatever the fuck this is, bro. Genuinely.
Phil thinks if you take like a Raid Shadow Legends advertisement or something, they're gonna like monitor your stream for the rest of your life and never let you talk bad about a game or be honest or be edgy or anything like that. Obviously, that's just an excuse to not go down that path. Phil doesn't really think that, but he says he doesn't want to take sponsorships because he doesn't want to sell out, because it's somehow going to completely change every single thing about.
I mean, you can have sponsorships where you can just be honest as much as you want. They exist, bro. There's plenty of YouTubers that have like sponsorships with certain companies and they just are critical about it. The majority of them are tech related. So you just gotta find the sponsorship that want to actually make, you know, want you to be honest about your review and stuff. It's not that hard, honestly. Actually, a lot of these companies that aren't scummy cash grab bullshits want your honest opinion, want your honesty. They pay you to be honest about the game because they know they made a good product. They made a solid product. That's why they sponsor you, to spread the word and spread the product to as much people as possible, so they can, you know, so they can make more money, because they know our product is competent enough. People are not gonna be very negative about it because there's not a lot to be negative about. We can easily give sponsorships away because it's gonna be a good review anyways, because they know a good product
about his content,
but regardless.
Sponsorship. Then he says Path 2 is fully embracing the drama, going on podcast, addressing all the hate, attacking people who attack him, attacking people who didn't attack him, you know, really diving into the drama heavy side of the internet. Now, while
most profitable, I'm not gonna lie,
he's saying all this, his chat is like, yeah, those paths sound great. Sound a lot better than what you're doing right now. Of course, he just completely ignores that because he's not actually considering these paths. He's just trying to excuse his behavior. Because
I highly doubt that he even has his chat open. Honestly, I highly doubt he's actually reading chat. I think he only got like the tab open that gives like the, what's that called? The activity feed. That's the only thing he got open, bro. There's no way he actually got the chat open. There's just no way. It's not happening.
He says his third path is basically just continuing to do what he does, listening to the constructive criticism of his audience, which he is actively ignoring as he's talking about this, doesn't address a single thing anybody says about these paths, and guess what? Continue doing what he's doing. He won't take sponsors.
Wait a minute. He's using a USB mic. There's no way. He doesn't even have an XLR. No way! He doesn't even have an XLR. He doesn't even have like a Go XLR Mini or some shit. He doesn't have nothing. He just uses a USB. Crazy, dude.
Sponsorships, and he won't dive into the drama, so what does he have to do to make money? Oh, he has to beg his audience. Then he says, is that really that big of a deal? Is it really that bad to ask his audience for money? He says, is what I'm doing that bad? He doesn't mention them by name, but he brings up, I'm pretty sure, Logan Paul and his crypto scam, then Mr. Beast and making the Lunchleys and the Feastable bars, and then Boogie for faking cancer. As like a comparison, I guess, to say, look at what these guys did. It's,
oh, look at these guys. They're more bad than me, so that makes me good. Like, bro, shut your bitch ass up. Why don't you give like any good examples, like people that actually are good, that aren't doing whatever the fuck you were trying to do, like begging your audience for like a bunch of money and then roasting them when they give you like 27 cents equivalent to $1. Like, crazy, dude. Actually insane. Oh, but these guys are worse than me, so that makes me better. No, it doesn't. It just makes you less bad. All right?
It's a lot worse than begging your audience for money, which, like, yeah, obviously it is. And that's how we got to this.
We've got actual creators on the internet making documentaries about me saying, I'm the greediest creator? Are you fucking kidding me? Have you ever watched anyone else, you pathetic fucking schlub? You are so lame. Because you take the low-hanging fruit, the easy target that everyone's already targeted, to make a worthless fucking video that rehashes the same shit and just ignores the fact that there are people 47 times worse than me who actively hurt people on a fucking daily basis.
Okay, so let's talk about this criticism. So it seems like what Phil...
Deflection. That's all I'm saying, bro.
is implying here is because he's not the worst human on planet Earth, that he should never be criticized. He falls into the mindset that a lot of losers like this tend to, where they think that as long as they're not like the worst person walking the planet, criticism against them is not valid. That as long as there's somebody worse to criticize, that none of it should be directed towards them. Now, if I need to explain to you why that mindset is not a good one, you're a lost cause. I'm not even going to waste my time, but I find it funny that DSP brought up crypto scams, MrBeast and the Lunchleys, and Boogie, because those are 3 topics I have talked about endlessly. Boogie, not so much as the other 2, but influencers.
I mean, wasn't that much to say about Boogie, right? He just faked doctor subscriptions and all that. That's about it.
And content creators who resort to crypto scams and MrBeast, I have criticized those 2 things far more frequently than I've criticized Phil. And I've gone into depth on those. The few videos I've made on
the fact that he's trying to compare himself to like Logan Paul and MrBeast, not just in like personality, but like in like importance stature, like, man, you're not even close, bro. You're not even close.
Phil have been like half jokes. I don't think what he's doing matters that much in the grand scheme of things compared to like a big content creator pulling a crypto scam or MrBeast hiring criminals or exploiting people.
Yeah, or those expensive ass cookies from what's her face? I forgot her name. You know what I mean.
DSP pathetically begging for money is not nearly as big of a deal as those 2 things, but I still think Phil is ridiculously greedy. This might be a hard to swallow pill, Phil, but just because you're not the only greedy content creator doesn't mean you're not one. Also, since this is obviously what you're hung up on, I'll address it. Me calling you the world's greediest streamer while those people exist. First of all, MrBeast isn't a streamer. Most of the crypto scam people I've talked about aren't streamers, and well, I think you're greedy.
And Logan Paul is not a streamer. Boogie's also another streamer. Why did he actually come with those examples when all of them are not even streamers? That's wild.
Than Boogie, so there's that. Obviously, you're probably not the world's greediest person, Phil, but I think of known content creators, like people who actually have somewhat of a name on the internet. I don't know, man, you're up there. Not only have I never seen another streamer beg like you do, I've never seen somebody be so fucking ungrateful.
I haven't gotten a single subscription for an hour. I've been working for free for an hour. Shout out to you if you know the reference.
When their begging works. People on chat and people on Twitter were talking about how you made like $1,200 in a single stream this week, and you're still complaining about not hitting goals? Yeah, dude, you're pretty fucking greedy.
To get ahead, but somehow I'm the greediest person on the internet. Get fucked, you disingenuous fucking loser who has no idea how to actually make a documentary.
Phil, where the fuck are you getting the word documentary? I made like a 10-minute long video on you where I talked about a 3-minute clip. I didn't make a documentary on you. Why can you never just address the point? Like, are you...
He didn't watch the video, bro. He watched the title, he saw the thumbnail, he was like, oh my god, this is about me! And then he hopped on stream and then started crying. That's kind of how it happened.
Even aware that you're doing this, you attack things or you address things that don't actually exist, that like can't be argued, instead of addressing what I actually said about you. What are you talking about, man?
What a fucking loser schlub to pull my name out of the hat and say I'm the greedy guy. You're nuts.
I pulled your name out of the hat, Phil, because you are a greedy guy. Objectively, there's no 2 ways about it. Objectively, you are a greedy individual. You have genuinely convinced yourself as a 42-year-old man that it is the responsibility of your fans and your viewers to fund your life. You can go get a different job, Phil. Nobody's stopping you. You have convinced yourself that you are entitled to the life of a man who sits on the internet all day and demands money from strangers. I don't know how you've done it, but you have. You are greedy. Can you imagine if somebody walked up to you on the street and said, hey, I want to get your opinion on something. I'm thinking about quitting my day job. I'm going to go to Best Buy, buy a camera, and then I'm going to go onto the internet and hold my content, hold my gameplay hostage. I'm going to say, look, guys, if we don't hit the goals for today, we're not playing games, we're not doing streams. People would look at you like you lost your fucking mind. And that's what you do for a living, Phil. You are not entitled to these people people's money, but you have tricked yourself into thinking you are. Maybe that's why you don't think you're greedy, because you're living a fantasy. The more I watch you, the more I begin to think that you actually believe that somehow you are entitled for this lifestyle to continue in perpetuity, that it's genuinely somehow the responsibility of other people to pay your bills. Sitting here with a straight face as a grown man saying how you only have 3 paths in life, and they're all on the internet streaming. Dude, you have hundreds of paths, and they all start on Indeed.com.
I've tried to...
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's no way nobody will disagree on the fact that if you're begging on internet for money, that you're not a pathetic person. It's just like whenever these, like, NPC TikTokers came out, bro. I've never thought anything positive about those people, man. Like, there might not be bad people, right? But I just have no respect for it. Like, I really don't. I will never have respect for that kind of content, man. I swear. Like, it was so bare boned, and then just the only one I liked was the guy that made like that every time there was like a hot dog that got donated or whatever what the fuck that meant, and then he would like like, oh, that was hilarious, man. Bro ate like 5 million hot dogs or something, like not real hot dogs, just like imaginary ones, but that was funny.
It's different. Why I feel like my path can work, but it requires people to actually have some independent thought, to not listen to fucking morons who are constantly just crapping on stuff, using it for personal gain. Phil's the worst guy on the internet.
Personal gain, huh? 2.9 million subscribers. Yeah, somehow a person that can almost barely top 300 live viewers is anywhere near 2.9 million subscribers. But hey, that's just me. That's just my assumption, man.
Dude, there is no one who can legitimately look at me and my content and say that I am the worst guy on the internet, period. It's just not possible.
Wow, really brave, Phil.
Wow, so he said something completely correct, but he totally dodged why he got called one of the greediest. Oh, I'm not the worst. Yeah, that's true. Oh, but so all the criticism is unvalid. No, that's not how it works.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, you're probably not the worst guy on the internet. I will not argue with you on that one. Glad we could find some common ground. You are not the worst person on the entirety of the internet. Doesn't mean you're a good one, though. Again, you go to extremes, you go to things that can't be argued to try and defend yourself, instead of addressing the things that people actually say about you.
So anyone who is a disingenuous liar who has no content and relies on trying to make fun of memes on the internet to make content. I want you to think about that. I sit here and I grind every day to put out content for you.
Listen, guys, I boot up the stream and I beg for money all day. You gotta be very grateful that I do what I do, alright? Because nothing in your life is better than watching me live and spending all your money on me, okay? So you better have some respect for my grind.
Whether it's gaming news, a podcast, just hanging out and having conversation, playing a game, doing other things outside the box, whatever it is, it's definitely content. All right?
Whoa! Whoa! Guys, I'm making content, okay? It might be terrible, but I'm making content. You gotta respect the grind. What is this guy saying, right? He's putting the bar on the ground and he's digging like in the ground to bury it further. Like, oh look, I'm on the surface level, so you know, bar is underground. I'm better, you know, you should respect me. Like, what the hell? The bar is in the core of the earth, bruh. Crazy.
I don't just make my content talking about other people's content. I make original content. That's way harder. Because if you don't make your original content, you just suck on everyone else. You're a fucking parasite.
No way, dude. Oh, he's so close. Oh, he's so close. He just described himself. That's crazy. And he doesn't even realize it.
I don't need anyone else to exist. I don't need anyone else to exist.
Oh.
I don't need anyone else to exist. I don't need anyone else to exist.
Sorry, wanted to let that one marinate. The man who begs and begs and begs and begs and pleads and begs and begs and pleads his audience that only exists to make fun of him doesn't need anybody else to exist. Have we ever heard a more tone-deaf and less self-aware statement ever? I think that one might take the crown, people.
That was crazy, yeah.
Criticism on commentary content, yeah. Nobody in their right mind would defend commentary content, the kind of content I make, as something that is super high effort. I've said many times before, what I do for a living is pretty easy. I'm extremely grateful and I'm extremely happy that I get to do what I love for a job. And yes, objectively making original content, as in content where you bring a brand new idea to the internet all on your own, a video where you do everything from scratch, you bring the idea to fruition all by yourself, is way harder than me talking about a TikTok video or Twitter drama or a streamer like Phil. What I'm not gonna let you say though, Phil, is that what you do is somehow harder. Sure, we can...
It's not even harder, bro. He's a washed up gaming YouTuber and he's begging his audience for money so he can continue to make this garbage fucking streams. Oh god. How tone deaf can one be, man?
Say that you make original content and that you just don't talk about other people, even though you do that a lot. We can ignore that though. If you're gonna sit here and tell me that sitting down and giving your reaction to a video game is any harder than sitting down and giving your reaction to a video, you're lying to yourself. They are basically the same thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Phil, after watching...
To be fair, if you're bad at a game, you know, that can be frustrating, you know, and becoming better at the game, that can be, you know, that can take a little bit of effort. So honestly, reacting to a video or reacting to a game, I do kind of think reacting to a game is a little bit over video reactions, but you know, not very significant.
Some of your streams, I'm gonna say that what you do is easier. It doesn't seem like you even take the time to get good at the games you play. You're subpar at basically everything that I saw at best, and 9 out of 10 times the only thing you're doing is sitting there in complete silence or complaining about how it's the game's fault that you died. I clicked a random stream on Phil's channel. I'm gonna pick a random 5-minute segment from the stream, and I'm gonna show you guys every time he says something in 5 minutes.
Oh my
days. I'll give you the
days.
stream title, and I'll give you the timestamps so you can go check me if you think I'm lying. This is best kill streak ever as I grind for the Splinter Skin Part 74 Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer, 9 minutes to 14 minutes. This is everything he says.
Went the wrong way. It didn't kill him. The Semtex blew up on his body, which I pushed him into it, and he didn't die from it. Wow. How did he spawn? Oh my lord, he spawned behind me. Oh. He sniped through the smoke, but then I got him with a Semtex. What on earth? Wow. Why was there a mine? How did I walk through the mine, start capturing the thing, and then the mine went off? What? Nothing. I clicked. Absolutely no response, as if I had never clicked. Wow. Terrible.
I just hate that his green screen is fucking with his mic. Like it's flickering. He can't even make a fucking competent green screen, man.
What? Okay, no death for no reason.
All that money he begged for, and he can't even get proper lighting.
Oh, it's my teammate. Cool. Watchdog coming. Here we go. That made no sense. Do we each have a chopper? What the hell? This is insane.
37 seconds of original content in 5 minutes, and all he talks about in those 37 seconds is how it's the game's fault for every single time that he dies. This one's my favorite.
That That made no sense.
My brother in Christ, what do you mean that doesn't make any sense? You were literally blocking the bullets with your face. Bullets are pretty bad for the human body, even in video game form. So, yeah, calling this original content is kind of fucking wild. You're not even interacting with your chat. You're just sitting there in silence, only talking when you...
To be fair, though, like, it did say grind. You know, like... It's a tedious boredom kind of, like, activity. So I can kind of get it. But, you know... I mean, Call of Duty streamers are inherently boring anyways, right? It's more of the gameplay. Like, it's not really the personality that's playing the game, right? It's more like people that can actually play the game very well, and those are the people in, like, COD streamers that actually get viewers, right?
You die. That's basically what you do when you play a video game off stream. What you're doing is not making content. So sure, talk all you want about how commentary content is not that hard to make, but do not trick yourself for a minute, Phil, that you're working any harder.
I exist in the center of this weird universe, and this parasite vortex exists around me. If I turn off my camera and never broadcast again, 1,000 people have nothing to do tomorrow. So every one of them can get fucked. None of what you say matters. None of your criticism is valid. You're a bunch of fucking loser lowlifes, and you don't mean anything to me.
Putting on this big tough man act when tomorrow you're just gonna go right back to begging your audience to give you money so you can continue to play games instead of getting a real job? Kind of a bad look, bud.
And yes, I am going to make money. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're gonna like it. Because I'm successful and you're not. Because success doesn't mean you steal success from someone else. It means you make it for yourself, which is what I have always done and you could never do because you don't have talent. Get it? Anyone who relies on me to make their content has no talent. If anyone wants to argue with that, why don't you make some content for your own and show me how fucking successful it does? Like some of these no-loads who actually did try. Oh, I'm going to play games like Phil does. Oh, I'm going to do a stream like he does. Oh, I'm going to do this. And then you fail, you fail, you fail, you fail. Why doesn't July the Cuck make a fucking piece of content for himself that's not making fun or deriding or trying to bring down someone else and see how it does? Because it ain't gonna fucking work.
You know, for a whiny man baby who spends a lot of his time complaining that people don't do enough research or really know what they're talking about before opening their mouth, you sure do it a lot, Phil. Now, we don't have to go view for a view here, buddy, but I actually do have two other channels other than this one. One is a gaming channel called Duck the August, and one is a channel where I shoot guns and shit called The Ballistic Bird. I upload to the gaming channel like once every 2 months, maybe. I don't upload to the gun channel anymore because where I used to film them, the zoning laws changed, so I can't shoot there anymore, unfortunately. But I think these two channels would fall under your definition of original content. And not to be that guy because it's kind of a douchey thing to say, but I mean, you brought it up. My videos on those channels outperform yours hundreds of times over. Not to mention, you know, the countless number of non-commentary videos I've made on this channel. So what now, Phil? How are you gonna weasel your way out of this one, pal? You state with your full chest out, big boy moment for you, that if I try those things, they're not gonna work, and objectively, you are wrong, bud. You are fully 100% just talking out of your ass to try and make yourself feel better. Just gonna try and circumnavigate a bit more. Ignore and dodge any criticism sent your way like you're so good at doing. Is that just always your plan? Sure seems like it, bud. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think?
Yeah, and there it is, man. There you have it. Yep. That was Phil. Or I forgot the rest of his name. Something Phil, I think. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a ride. Cool. So, what can I say about my man Phil here? Now, I think that you should look up what constructive criticism actually is. Maybe he should, I don't know, ask some people around, and you know, you will find out that the content that he claims to make, yeah, it's not really great. Okay. And on top of that, having to beg for people so you can produce the underperforming content, quite pathetic. Honestly. Yeah. Now, obviously, I don't know about quality content, right? I'm not the quality gamer you are, obviously. And I'm not as successful as you as well, right? But one thing I do know, that is, I would never, in my wildest dreams, go and sit here asking people to spend money, hard-earned cash, so I can do something they want me to do, which you were already planning on doing in the first place, but you're putting a money paywall in front of it. That's insane, dude. That's insane. My advice is just do things you like doing, okay? And when people start enjoying your streams and all that, they'll give you money eventually. Now, you might, get less in the short term, right? But long term, you'll be earning more because you're making better content. You're not bitching and moaning and crying about your pathetic display of begging. You're not gonna moan and cry about people criticizing you because you won't do the behavior that people criticize you for, and you'll be more successful because you're actually likable. Now, I don't know you, but I'm almost certain that if you did something you like doing instead of what you're doing right now, and obviously you're really tightly holding this dying career in your hands, right? That's why you're begging for money. It's a last resort kind of thing. I understand it. Okay, I can understand the mindset. I can understand the mental burden that you have, right? But if you just let it go for a little bit, right? Just let it go. Try to make compelling content. Have some streams where you're interacting with your viewers, with your subscribers, with your Nigerian Naira contributors. Like, do something fun, man. Have some fun. Streaming is fun. Making YouTube videos is fun. All right. It doesn't have to be this big burden that you think is very hard to do. It's only hard to do because you don't like doing it. If you like doing something, it's not hard. It becomes way easier. Your burden gets less. You're less stressed. Maybe you'll keep your hair. I see your hairline. It's getting very close. Like, maybe you grow a beard. Who knows, right? All right. Anyway, there's no way he's gonna watch this video anyways, but in the slim chance that you see maybe this clip, I want to say this, okay? Try to have fun. That's it. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the video. Leave a like and subscribe. That's about it. Take care. What a video. What a video. Okay. And honestly, I think I'm done too. Yeah. I didn't get as many videos done as I wanted. I want to react to a couple more, but I'm running out of time. So yeah. Anyway, tomorrow we're I think Zenny comes out. So I'll be streaming Wuthering Waves tomorrow. Summoning for Zenny. And stuff. So that's gonna be great. Be fun. But yeah, other than that, I think that's gonna be it for today, man. Appreciate everyone coming to the stream. It's been fun. and hope to see you next time.